I'm here at McDonald's, and got my egg McMuffin and coffee and hash brown, and I'm gonna pop over to Walmart and get some foot fungus cream and another pasta side or rice side, so that I have enough. I went through the shelter this morning and where I'm going, and I just felt like I was at least a day short, and I don't want to be having a problem of being underfed and the issues that come from that. So at least one more rice side, and I guess I'll be on the bus with I keep hearing Memorial and Denver. So I was talking to them at the motel just as I was leaving, letting me know about the 8:30 bus. And I think I'll be camping tonight because the spacing of the shelter is kind of weird. Slept okay last night. I uploaded as many videos as I could. I was too tired. I could have let one go one more through the night, but I'll get around to them all. Anyway, thank you for people who do make comments. I'm sorry I don't respond very often. I'm not in contact with the internet very often. Sometimes on a mountaintop I'll get an email, but I won't be checking my phone while I'm walking, so I go in and out of service sometimes. Had a good conversation last night with Renata. Thank you very much. You picked up my spirits, and I'll carry on. And had a conversation with my mom, which I hadn't had for a little while. Funny how they say different things, but anyway, I've got good weather, and we'll see how long it lasts. And maybe my friend Paul can come out and hike at some point, but he's having a little bit of issues right now with things, so he can't come out to the Shenandoah. I think people are saying he should take with me, but I don't think he thinks that he could do it in that time frame. And hotel was kind of iffy, but it was satisfactory enough. And maybe the Econo line across the street looked nicer. So, and it has a breakfast apparently, so all the better. Anyway, it's 8 o'clock, I gotta run, gotta get my stuff, and then get on the bus at 8:30. See you there.
Sorry, wrong number.
You did, alright, you got
I didn't tell him, no, I had that. I at least know where that is.
Yeah, it's, southwest of Concord a little bit.
Yeah, like in between Concord and Manchester.
Yeah, it's like sitting in the middle off to the left.
I noticed at the top of a hill, or near the top of a hill, that my hat was not hooked onto my sternum strap, which is what I was trying to hook it onto at the bottom. So it evidently fell on the ground, and hopefully one of the many hikers that are right behind me will have picked it up and be able to give it to me later today. Otherwise, well, I don't wear the hat on the trail because I'm sweating, but it's nice to have at town sights and that type of thing, especially when your hair is having a bad hair day. Anyway, hope for the best. Anyway, that bus service for 50 cents is a pretty good deal. Fortunately, they're going to hourly after Memorial Day, which is unfortunately when most of the hikers have already gone by. The driver yesterday was saying how he was arguing with them that they need to do that earlier as the number of hikers increases from the normal start dates, but nobody listens. So, but anyway, it was a great deal, and thank you very much. I appreciate a 50-cent ride like that. So focused on the hill climb, after swapping out my inner socks from the ones I bought at Walmart that weren't working, really heating up the ball of my foot on the downhill. Anyway, I get up here and I see all this. Right beside this. And something didn't look quite right. And then I looked and I saw, oh, it has some burn here. Not that long ago, it looks like either. Anyway, I see rhododendrons are blooming up here. Quite a few. I expect I'll be seeing a lot of that everywhere in the next week or so. This being Memorial Weekend, I mixed that up last week, thinking the Indy 500 was last week, but it's this week, or weekend. And just for clarity, this is the 23rd of May. I think it's May. Whew, time flies.
How you doing?
I think I've heard about this one. It's a historic building, one room schoolhouse for multiple grades of kids. It's like Little House on the Prairie. And if I'm not mistaken, in boxes at the back of the classroom near the door are some items for ThruHikers, like trail magic, obviously. So that's another memorable thing I've seen in past videos of other hikers, and I'm going to be there myself, which is kind of cool. Cool.
That was one for me to decide how much further I
Hey, I heard about this place.
Are we passing all that today?
Yeah, but Atkins.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, it's nice to see that place after seeing it in a couple other people's videos. Oh, here's the AT marker. And, oh, the fellow down there, I spoke to him for a few minutes. I thought he was in pain or something, but seems he has Parkinson's. And he hiked the trail 2 times already. I think he said 16, 17, and he's doing it again now. And he just lives for today. Doesn't know, what tomorrow or next year will be for him. But he just perseveres. Just someone like me who's complaining about being lonely or not having fun. Oh man, it puts that into kind of a perspective. But I knew that beforehand. There are people who are 20 years older than me and 40 years younger than me, and they're doing it. So anyway, I just want to mention Doug, thank you for the emails. I appreciate the offer to help in some way. I just don't know, short of you appearing and walking along with me, how it could be improved. Like I say, knowing people seem to care, that really does help. And if you get some enjoyment on my videos, all the better. They're my, personal record for myself, family and friends, and strangers that get anything out of it. Well, that's why I was watching all those other videos of other people in the past, to get something out of it. Live vicariously through their trip before I ultimately came out and attempted it myself. I just hope I can succeed, can persevere, can stick it out, not just quit because the going gets tough. I know I've stuck out some pretty tough stuff in the past, in my mind. Let's see if this proves to be tougher or just longer or what. But getting emails or texts from friends and family, please do, just to say you're watching and you're pulling for me. It mean a lot. On a completely separate note, when we were at the visitor center, I saw, I keep forgetting his name, Memorial. He pulled out a plastic bag, packing a few things, and it had at least a dozen of the 4-hour energy drinks. It makes me wonder, has he been taking these all along or what? I can only imagine stuff like that is not good for you long term. And repeated dosing, I would think, just would minimize its effects. But that might explain some behavior issues or performance issues. Because I'm not taking anything like that other than, let's see, I'm taking vitamin B12 now. What, some bananas. Oh, I can't even think of what it's called. And DHEA. Right now, anyway, that's all I'm taking. So, talk to you a little bit later. This is in reference to the people who were killed. Well, I've got my tent out, if you can't tell yet, and I'm the only one in this campground. I guess everyone decided to go on another hour to a campsite that has water, which I can appreciate because I don't have a lot of water. I've got what's left of the diluted Gatorade, I've got that, and about half a liter of regular water. I'm saving that for morning to hydrate before I start off. I'll get to that campsite and probably fill up with water as well, or go on to the next water source, depending on how early I get going. I expect I'll get up and tear down the campsite as soon as it gets light, and so that could be 5:30 to 6 o'clock. Get a bit ahead of start because I've got 21 miles to get to High Knob Shelter, I think it's called, which I'm sure is where everyone will be going next. I think, can't remember where I am now. I have a little bit of a phone connection, so I've been sending emails and texts to people and communicating with that fellow I met in the schoolhouse who has Parkinson's. And this is his third time doing the trail, and how my problems. I'm sorry, I thought I heard somebody. My problems are nothing compared to his. Sorry, thought I heard somebody or something. Um, so I've got my food bag on top of the privy. So I couldn't find any good places to hang a bear bag. It's a scent-proof bag inside the bag, and there are a couple things that are not in that bag, but anyway, I think the scent of the privy should cover it, and hopefully it'll be there in the morning when I go up and get it, or hopefully get it. Otherwise, I'll have to walk out back into that not really quite town, and hitch somewhere to get a new resupply and start again from Mason or Marion, wherever it was, or that town near it. I hate that happened. Oh, yeah. I listened to some podcasts and was charging my phone, took a nap, probably slept half an hour, kind of woke myself up when I went to move my hand, and yeah, I really did move my hand and against the screen wall. I'm feeling okay, but this will be the first time I've been actually in a campsite on the AT on my own. The only other time I've been camping in a campsite was with bamboo, and that was before Damascus, and that was okay because there were two of us, and water wasn't an issue at that point. Um, but it'll be different when I'm on my own, I think. And as much as I've been commenting about how lonely I might feel, that type of thing. Not quite the family with 5 or 6 of us, or 7. But unfortunately, they're all together, and I'm not with them. I also dropped my hat early on in the walk today. I thought I was connecting it to my sternum strap, and I had trouble getting that strap on, and I finally got it on. And then, as I was near the top of the hill, I realized, hey, my hat isn't there, and I thought maybe one of these guys might have picked it up along the way. So hopefully, I'll find it if I have a hat again tomorrow. Otherwise, I'll have to pick another one up next time I'm in a town and want to avoid the heavy sun. Nothing else much to report here. And my Nor resin pesticide with a little bit of that Weber sriracha and garlic powder that Squirt Bag had recommended to me to add a little flavor. I think I'll add that to my tuna when I do the wraps. Add some cheese and some dry roasted peanuts, so quite a few handfuls of that, and a couple, I call it Sour Patch Kids. I kind of like those. Never had those before Damascus. I can hear bugs, but they're all outside my net. It's going to be interesting packing that up in the morning. Yeah, a lot of bug. Anyway, I guess I'll catch up to you later, or in the morning, and be continuing on that long day. Bye-bye.